Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Here to just do a quick message for you guys, with you guys, really. I appreciate new subscribers, current subscribers, and OGs for coming back to my channel, and getting this energetic and spiritual exchange of messages. I appreciate you. Let's give some praise to my dad, the Most High God, for giving us the time, the energy, and the experiences to share with other people. Because it ain't just me sharing experiences out here. There's a lot of people that do it, and a lot of people I admire, that I watch, that I've gained wisdom from, and a lot of people that come in my comments too as well. I appreciate the energetic exchange there. I really do, because I don't talk to no damn body. So hello, shit. But no, definitely, dead ass. Thank you, Dad, for the opportunity to share my experiences and hopefully help people by helping them solve problems, helping them get some insight, making them laugh, making them cry, whatever they need. I appreciate you. Thank you, because that's what I came here to do, and I'm very happy about that. So you know who you are. You better. Okay. Nah, I'm just serious as hell. But no, I was sitting here thinking. I was listening to Bella, Empress Bella, Intuitive Goddess 333. That's my girl. I've been following her for a very, very long time. I consider her one of my spirit guides. When I be fucking up, the confirmations come in and I have to listen. I listen to her and shit. And all the time, sometimes it didn't make me feel good, but it's not supposed to. When you do something bad, it ain't supposed to feel good for long anyway, But I was sitting here, I was listening to her, and I was thinking, like, so spiritual journeys. I feel like starting our spiritual journey. We start from the time we are born. From the time we come here, that's when we start the actual journey, the spiritual journey. I believe that there's a difference between the spiritual journey, because we're all spiritual beings doing the human experience. So of course, this is a spiritual journey for us all, whether you're in the upright or the down below. Okay, we're all spirits, energy. But there's a moment where our spirit awakens. So taking it back to like being in a coma, basically. There's a moment where we wake up, where the phone, where the spiritual, where that big spiritual, or like, I'm not big spiritual phone, but it's like, back in the day we had the rotary phones, like the phones you hang on the wall and ring real loud. There's a moment where you're walking along. You could be 10, you could be 2, but I'm just saying, when we're really kind of in the world, from a teenager to 21, 25, 33. That was my year, 33 years old. But what I'm getting at is that there was a moment. I was 35, actually, 35. But there's a moment where the phone rings from the divine, and do you pick up the phone? And when you pick up the phone, when you answer the call, what do you say? What's the exchange? I'll tell you, my spiritual journey, where I awakened, the awakening part, because I've always been spiritually enlightened. So I think we already come here. Some of us come here and we're already we've done this before. So there are certain things we wake up to a lot earlier than a lot of other people. There's a lot of, you can tell the way somebody moves. It's funny because when I still see people today, it's like, well, I don't really see anybody I know anymore, but when people see me, like from my early 20s or from high school, though, a lot of people joke, "Oh, you still wearing them hair wraps and burning all them incense?" And I'm like, yeah, I do, but it's how people move. If you're out there and you may be feeling a little, people might call you eccentric, people might call you weird, some people might say that you're goofy, or some people might say you're fucking retarded, or say some, get ignorant with it, or just say that you don't fit in or you don't belong. It's because you're not supposed to, not with them anyway, and all that you get, all that flack that you get, all that negativity that's sent your way, is truly done to stop you from recognizing when that call comes through, so that you don't answer. But I just thought I would share, like I said, I didn't grow up in church. I had church experiences, very, like, I could probably count on one hand how many times I went to church as a kid. But as an adult, I was with somebody who was very into church, and so I would go to church all the time. So I that was kind of like my experience dealing with church, religion, and then like when I would, there was a very particular bishop down at a church in Charlotte. When he spoke, he was speaking to me. It touched me. So that's kind of like the spark. But go some years later on, when I was like 35, 36. Yeah, 7 years ago. Matter of fact, 7 years. Damn. I answered the call. You know, life. I had been through a kind of horrible relationship. It ended horribly. And I was starting over again, and things seemed to be going very good. But you know, due to my habits, the people I was around kind of like some really kind of shady people. Not everybody, but you know, drugs were involved, a lot of drinking, a lot of kicking it, just a fast life. And so, one day I'd gone to sleep or whatnot. And I've always been a writer, and I journaled, and I would talk to people. And then one day I heard, basically, that whole, if somebody slaps you, turn the other cheek. And I was like, what? Like, excuse me? First of all, where's that voice coming from? And secondly, who in the hell is telling me? Because I was never really that person. Like, if you slapped me, I slapped your ass back. If you did something to me, I made sure that you knew that you did something to me, and I made sure that it got paid back. I'm not like revenge, but I was a reactor. I reacted. I would retaliate, a retaliatory kind of spirit. 7:07 on the clock. But God said, I want you to take the Jesus route. And now where I'm at right now, that's Christ consciousness. Love your enemy, help your enemy. If they come against you, treat them with love and kindness. And I did for a long time. I mean, my friends, some of my closest friends would be like, "What, Dwayne? Where's the old you? Like, you would have knocked that nigga straight into a wall last year." And I'm just, it's not what I want to do. I'm not supposed to do. I'm supposed to love people and still be there, to help them see where they went wrong. We could, to help people, kind of, to show people unconditional love and respect, even when they didn't show it to me. I did, and that went on for some years, and I still operate like that. Just not so much where the Most High has already told me, like, you ain't taking no more slaps in the face. That's you've learned. And so part of that was, I feel like part of that, I don't feel like I know that I went through that lesson to kind of set me up for later on in life. Because back then, too, people were just doing things because they was like, oh, he's nice, or he's a punk, or he'll never, until I had, came out my body a few times. But people still did it anyways. But what that taught me is that because I was so naive to how people really kind of were. Yes, I had beef with people. Yes, I had drama with people. Yes, there were moments where I was like, that motherfucker's just a bad person. But I still saw this goodness in everybody. Unfortunately, that's not where I see things now. I just don't. I've gone through, God put me through that. The Most High, my dad, put me through that particular phase, or that period of Christ consciousness where, and I'm always in Christ consciousness, but there was that very particular message in there about turning the other cheek and loving thy neighbor and thy enemy as well. And so I'm saying all this to say that I went through all that so that I could be more aware of who to watch out for now. I know the ways of the enemy. I know how people are. I've been around people who I knew were treating me like shit, or were setting me up to get robbed, to steal from me. And instead of approaching them with violence or anger, I would go to them and I go, "Hey, bro, like, what's up, man? I know this is what's going on. Just talk to me about what's happening. Maybe I can help you." And a lot of people, I've had people, a few people came out and said, "Dude, you really changed my life with that moment." You helped me see things from a different perspective, and it changed me. And I'm very grateful that I had those opportunities with those people. And I hope that they're doing well anyway. It's their choice, free will. But I know how people are now. I can see them a mile away. And so for the 7 years that followed, within this 7-year period, the enemy knew that I was waking up, that I was spiritually awakening, and it was happening fast. So I was surrounded by a bunch of people who gaslit me, who were abusing me still, who were just cruel to me, who were very low vibrational and demonic and fucking narmics. Yeah, I was. So that I would not answer the final call. But they were not successful. Suckers. You feel me? So I'm saying this to say to somebody today. Because this is what we're here to do. You're gonna be met with adversaries. You're gonna be met with obstacles. You're going to be put in places and situations amongst people that you possibly have nothing in common with, that you shouldn't even be around, but in your mind you will feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. And with those thoughts, those self-defeating thoughts, and it's not even all the time self-defeating. I mean, they set you up for defeat, but sometimes we're like, no, this is where I belong. Well, you're not listening to yourself. You're not really hearing, that you shouldn't be there. You're allowing the enemy and the issues and the gaslighting, the drugs, the alcohol, the people not encouraging you, people really kind of holding you down, the codependent relationships, these trauma bond relationships. These are things that drown out the sound of the call, the phone ringing from the divine. So, if this message finds you, which I hope it does, please be aware that you're probably around some fucking narmics right now, or you're thinking about going to be with some narmics, or maybe you're thinking about being a narmic. Your choice, it's free will. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to tell you that through it all, I want you to just take a moment to think today about where you are. And you don't even have to be at a bad place in life. You could be in a good place in life. But maybe you feel like something's missing. Or maybe you don't feel so fulfilled. Do me a favor. Do your uncle a favor. Take a seat. Okay? Take a seat. Just a moment, just 5 minutes. And think about where you are, why you are where you are, the people you're around, the thoughts that you have. Maybe you should journal about it or do some writing about it, and see if there's a call waiting for you, if there's a phone ringing from the divine. It'll change your life. That's what I heard. You feel me?